Thank you, Board President. Good evening, trustees and community. Tonight, I'm really excited to have our college presidents provide brief year-end highlights, recognizing the significant accomplishments, student achievements, and institutional milestones from our 25-26 academic year. And so we will go ahead and begin with President Richardson from Berkeley City College.
Good evening, Chancellor, Board President Quinlan, trustees, students, colleagues, Peralta community, and our greater community. I first want to highlight some of our amazing students at our recent graduation and let you know a bit about the progress that we're making at BCC. This year, we had 644 graduates who earned 1,306 degrees and certificates. The top 5 majors were liberal arts, social and behavioral sciences, psychology, social human service work, and economics. Thank you. 41% of the awards were associate degrees and associate transfer degrees, and 59% of the awards included certificates of achievement, certificates of proficiency, and non-credit certificates. Next slide, please. Our college headcount in 23-24 was 6,569. In 24-25, it was 6,985. And in 25-26, it was 7,187. So, as George Jefferson used to say, we're moving on up at BCC. This, of course, represents steadily increasing post-pandemic enrollment. Many people are responsible for this upward trend. Our amazing faculty, staff, and administrators, but I would like to take this opportunity to recognize our front line, as you see here in front of us. These are our very extraordinary student ambassadors who, under the very capable, inspiring leadership of Gail Pendleton, make our students feel at home every day. I know this because I walk by their desk every morning and see their smiles, and I'm very proud of the type of environment that we're providing for students at BCC. They provide them with information, encouragement, and support that they need as they navigate our campus. Next slide, please. Workforce development is also on the rise at BCC. Many thanks to Dean Kyla O and Director Ilona McGriff for their support of these important programs. BCC is making great strides expanding opportunities as well for our dual enrollment students. The student on your left is a graduate, on my left, is a graduate of our Early Educator Apprenticeship Program. Early childhood education is one of our apprenticeship pathways for high school students who earn while they learn, getting real-world job experience, career certification, and collecting college credit at the same time. Nearly 90 OUSD high school students graduated with certification this spring. Counselor Skylar Barton and Susan Trong are on the ground floor at our partner high schools, sharing these amazing opportunities with students. BCC also launched the first middle school dual enrollment partnership with Oakland's Longview Middle School in 2025, enrolling 50 scholars in spring 2026 alone. We are currently working to establish career education pathways with Berkeley High School and programs such as multimedia art, health and human services, and biotechnology. Last year, we launched dual enrollment pathways with Piedmont High School, offering college-level calculus and business courses, with offerings expanding in 26-27. Photographed in the middle is Counselor Susan Chong alongside Leonard Boone, who started his enrollment at BCC after 24 years of life being incarcerated. He was introduced to Berkeley City College through a current rising scholar student and enrolled full-time just this past spring. While incarcerated, Leonard completed college-level courses, which BCC was able to convert into college credit. He majored in communication and graduated with a communications associate degree for transfer. He is undecided on his transfer options between San Francisco State and Cal State East Bay, and may be returning to BCC to get additional courses needed to apply for transfer at UC Berkeley. Leonard has dedicated his life to transformation, education, and being a positive role model for younger people. He shared that BCC has allowed him to thrive and look at life beyond what he thought was possible. Next slide, please. This slide represents one of the highlights of my career in education. 4 students who are as close as any siblings that I've ever met, Prab, Subu, Navaneet, and Sansar, came to us from Albany High School. These students have been friends since 8th grade. They've been encouraging each other, holding one another accountable, just keeping I think they have this email chain or this text chain going on where they're always in communication. When the call went out for their notices from UC Berkeley, they decided to open their decisions in my office. And truly, that was one of the highlights, as I said, of my career. All four got in. Yeah, it was very exciting, and many of them with a full ride. I did a video, which was really short because I dropped the phone and was so excited and yelling and screaming along with them. Trustee Ayan Malik is also part of the brotherhood formed by these young men. And as we all know, he was accepted into Yale, UC Berkeley, MIT, and he may have more exciting news to share with us in his own report. This kind of transfer success is not by chance, as we have faculty and staff who are very intentional in supporting our students in their academic journeys. And I would be remiss if I didn't mention our exceptional and dedicated career and transfer coordinator, Andrea Williams, for all the care and time she invests in our students, helping them achieve their transfer goals. Lastly, next slide, please. I'd like to share this beautiful picture of our new building, BCC West at Sunset is what we call it. It was shared with me by our Kitchell partner, Camille Rao. The ribbon cutting will take place on Thursday, September 10th, between 12:30 and 1:30. Please put that on your calendars. So I'd like to extend a heartfelt thank you to the taxpayers of Alameda County for supporting Measure G. Your investment will have generational impact. This concludes my report for Berkeley City College.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Richardson. Now I'm pleased to invite our new Executive Vice President, Dr. Nicole Porter, to present on behalf of College of Alameda. Trustees, I wanted to let you know that President Melanie Dixon wanted to be here tonight. She is actually co-leading the Black CEO retreat for the state that's happening in Sacramento. I want to say Dr. Johnson was there earlier, came back for this meeting, but since she's one of the co-leads. So we're very pleased to have Dr. Porter here filling in.
Thank you. Good evening, Board President Quinlan, members of the board, and Chancellor Gilkerson. I appreciate that warm welcome. And as President Dixon, she does apologize. And as one of the co-chairs of this year, their theme was designation to implementation, building sustainability, Black serving institution ecosystems through leadership, partnership, and collective action. As one of California's inaugural Black serving institution designees, College of Alameda is proud to contribute to this important statewide conversation and to learn alongside leaders who are advancing equitable outcomes for Black students throughout our system. Tonight, I have the pleasure of giving the highlights of a remarkable year at College of Alameda, a year defined by innovation, service, student achievement, and community impact. Slide 1. Thank you. At College of Alameda, instruction remains at the center of everything we do. With the support of this board, we are proud to welcome 2 outstanding faculty members this fall in anthropology and apparel design and merchandising. These hires reflect our continued investment in student success, academic excellence, and pathways that support transfer, career education, and lifelong learning. They also reflect our commitment to ensuring students have access to programs that align with both their aspirations and workforce opportunities. I would also like to recognize the extraordinary work of our faculty in advancing affordability and access through our zero textbook costs initiatives. Recently, that you may have heard from the State Chancellor's Office, reported that students are nearly saving $33 million in textbook costs during the 24-25 academic year, demonstrating the powerful impact of ZTC pathways. College of Alameda faculty have been the leaders in this work. Between fall of 2025 and fall of 2026, as we're approaching, we expanded our zero textbook cost offerings by 93 courses, helping remove financial barriers, ensuring students have access to learning materials from day one. This reflects our shared belief that cost should never stand in the way of opportunity. Our faculty also made significant schedule and modality adjustments to better meet the needs of students. Through collaboration, flexibility, and a student-centered approach, those efforts contributed to a 24% increase in student persistence. More than a number, that increase represents students staying connected, continuing their educational journey, and moving closer to their achieving goals. Slide. our services. This year, our student services professionals demonstrated the power of acting with urgency and purpose when data identifies a need. During fall of 2025, student equity discussions, concerns emerged regarding student educational plan completion rates, one of the most important tools we have for helping our students navigate a clear pathway to completion. Our counseling team immediately responded through intentional outreach, focused engagement, and process improvements. Student educational plan completion increased from 13% to 49% this academic year. Behind every plan is a student with a greater clarity, direction, and confidence about their future. While we are proud of this progress and the work that we are doing, we know it still continues, and we remain committed to closing equity gaps, expanding access to support services, and ensuring every student receives the guidance and support needed to succeed. Next, our students. Our students continue to inspire us every day. The class of 2026 embodied resilience, determination, and excellence. This year, College of Alameda celebrated 320 graduates and awarded 609 certificates and degrees. Even more impressive, half of our graduating class earned honor distinctions. These accomplishments represent students balancing work, family, financial responsibilities, and countless challenges while remaining committed to their educational goals. We know they didn't do this by themselves. It reflects not only their perseverance, but also the dedication of our faculty and our staff and the continued investment this board makes in student-centered education. At College of Alameda, we often say, believe, achieve, succeed. The class of 2026 is living proof of that premise. Next, our community. The impact of College of Alameda extends well beyond our classrooms. Our faculty, staff, students continue to strengthen the communities we serve through leadership, service, civic engagement, and workforce partnerships. This year, I had the privilege of participating in the Alameda Chamber Leadership Program, helping further strengthen relationships between the college, local businesses, civic organizations, and community leaders. Across the institution, faculty continue to serve on statewide committees and professional organizations, helping shape policy, practice, and innovation through our California's community college system. Our students are gaining meaningful real-world experiences that connect learning to opportunity. One example is MESA student Julia Darue, whose internship with Long Shot Space Technologies provided hands-on experience in an emerging industry while preparing her for future STEM opportunities. Students are also demonstrating leadership through active participation in shared governance, helping inform decisions that shape our college and contribute to the district's transformation plan. Whether in the classroom, workforce, community, or governance process, our students are not simply preparing for their future, they're helping create it. Our farewell, slide 5. So before concluding, we would like to recognize several members of our College of Alameda family whose retirement and departures mark the close of extraordinary chapters in our institution's history. This year, we celebrate and honor Dr. Mildred Lewis, Jacinda Marshall, Selman Montgomery, Trish Nelson, O.J. Roundtree, Laura Spencer Vaca, and Jane Smithson. Collectively, these individuals represent decades of service to College of Alameda, Peralta, and the students we proudly serve. While their roles varied, they shared a common commitment, a deep dedication to students, a pursuit of excellence, and a belief in the transformative power of education. They have mentored, counseled, supported, encouraged, and inspired generations of students whose lives have forever changed because of their work. On behalf of President Dixon and the entire College of Alameda community, we thank you for your service, your leadership, and commitment. Closing remarks. You can go to the last slide. There we go. As we reflect on the academic year, we are reminded that our success is built on the dedication of our employees, the resilience of our students, the strength of our community partnerships, and the support of the Board of Trustees. This evening's presentation highlighted the many ways College of Alameda continues to advance our mission through innovative programs, responsive services, student achievement, and meaningful community engagement. None of this work happens in isolation. It is a result of faculty, classified professionals, students, administrators, and community partners working together in service of a common goal, creating opportunities for students to transform their lives through education. On behalf of President Dixon and the entire College of Alameda community, we thank you for your continued partnership, advocacy, and investment in our students and our future. We are proud of what we accomplished this 25-26 academic year, and we're looking forward to build upon this momentum in the year ahead. Thank you for your time and continued support for College of Alameda.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Porter. Now I'll turn it over to President Johnson from Merritt College.
All right. Everybody doing okay? All right. So thank you, Chancellor and Board, for the opportunity to share our retrospective for the 25-26 academic year. So I'm going to keep it, let's go to the programs. So nursing has had a very good year. I'm very happy to be able to say that. And pleased to report that last month, the Education and Licensing Committee, the ELC, of the California Board of Registered Nursing affirmed that our nursing program has successfully addressed its outstanding issues and now is back in full compliance. So the complete BRN board is set to ratify the ELC recommendation in less than 48 hours. So we're looking forward to that. I also want to note we've also successfully recruited and hired 2 new nursing faculty members, Ann Nguyen in pediatrics and Layla Kamkar in medical surgery. We're going to be recruiting for 2 more positions next year, a second medical surgery faculty member and 1 in psychiatric nursing. And finally, we are pleased to share that we had 20 new nurses graduate from our program last month. So we're very excited about that. As you may still same slide, same slide. As you may recall, we started off the year, take you back a little bit, coming together to celebrate the official ribbon cutting for the Landscape Horticulture Complex. And as you know, this building is not just a stunning facility, grand in design and innovative in function, but it's also a living testament to Merit's commitment to the community we serve. It's a place where education, sustainability, and opportunity flourish together for generations to come. So thank you to our district leadership, Chancellor, Board of Trustees, and all those who supported this endeavor, and for believing in Merit, and for ensuring that this project was carried forward with purpose and possibility. Last, for the programs, I want to talk a little bit about the Aspira Center, which is the jewel of our HSI planning and a student support resource that will open where the bookstore was formerly located. We invite you to attend the opening that's in the fall, and thank the board again for approving the funding to design, furnish, and properly outfit the space. And I also want to note that Aspira was the driving force behind probably our most lively event of the year, which was the Lowrider Showcase. If you had a chance to check that out, a lot of enthusiasm and excitement around that event. Next slide. Talk a little bit about a couple of things we did in partnership with the community. After months and months of planning and anticipation, we hosted the 2026 Black Men's Brain Health Conference in February. And that was, if I might say, an unmitigated success. It marked the 5th time in as many years that the event has been held during Super Bowl week. And the feedback that we got was that the 1,700 people who registered for that conference, that was up 80% from the preceding year. And the preceding year, it was in New Orleans. So the fact that we beat out New Orleans in February is saying something. Academics, practitioners, and community partners and activists led forums and workshops focused not only on the link between football and degenerative brain disease, I guess we can say, but also on raising awareness around addressing mental wellness for the populations that we serve. And the following month, we partnered with Alameda County to put on the 2nd annual Behavioral Health Department's Reentry Conference. The theme was Beyond Survival, Reclaiming Power, Purpose, and Possibility. And that brought together representatives from county agencies such as behavioral health and probation. We had nearly 200 people register for that event, 50 community-based organizations also attended. And we also had merit students come out in droves. And now this is one of our most meaningful events. And the outcome that I'm most proud of was the opportunity to reaffirm the partnership between Alameda County and our students, particularly the Community Social Services COSER, a program that continues to serve as a bridge between our institution and the reentry community. Next slide. This is where we talk a little bit about our students. I want to highlight first and foremost the Career and Wellness Resource Fair that we held last semester, because that underscores our commitment to supporting and guiding our students. So our Sankofa program partnered with the community group Building Opportunities for Self-Sufficiency, better known as BOSS, as well as key campus programs, EOPS, SAS, Basic Needs Center, and ASMC. So what was it? What did we accomplish? First of all, we had more than 25 employers come to that event. We served more than 200 students at that event. Students had the opportunity to participate in mock interviews, employer networking, and career exploration. We gave away more than 100 bags of groceries during that event. We created a comprehensive clothing closet to help people with interviews, professional attire, and we had free grooming services. We cut haircuts. We gave a lot of haircuts that day to get people right before they went on their interviews. So this success, I think, really underscores the importance of continued investment and partnership-driven programming that aligns Merritt College and our mission with the strategic priorities of equity. But the reason why, the reason why we exist, I just want to say this, I just want to highlight a little bit about commencement, because that's the end goal. That's why we do what we do. We had more than 800 students petition for graduation. I just want to give you a couple of highlights. More than 150 people earned degrees in the social and behavioral sciences. I'm just highlighting the most popular fields, perhaps. We had 180 individual students earn degrees in health sciences, another 75 in natural sciences. We had over 200 people earn certificates of proficiency in child development. So really looking forward to that building coming online. That's going to be the kind of the crowning achievement. Next slide. And finally, we also have some farewells. I want to acknowledge and thank our dear colleagues as they move on from our Merritt family: Lilia Chavez, Molly Seelan, Allison Hunter, Chris Gramp, and Inga Marshallonis. Each of them has made a significant contribution to Merritt College over their many years of service. I added up collectively, these 5 individuals have given nearly 100 years of their life to Merritt College and to Peralta, and that means something. So we want to thank them for that. And the mark that they've left, we want to acknowledge it's going to be an indelible one. So we say thank you to them as they begin the next chapter of their life journey. And that concludes my report.
Thank you so much, Dr. Johnson. And now I'm pleased to round it out with Dr. President Becca Opsada from Laney College.
Thank you very much. Good evening, everyone. I wanted to take this opportunity to share some information about 2 new and exciting programs at Laney that you may not have been aware of, and also to talk about our Restoring Our Communities program. But before we get there, I just thought these hats were so cute. I know, they're so cute. So these are some hats from graduation, which I know that many of you were at. And the woman here on the right-hand side was the ASLC president this last year. And she is transferring to UCLA, and she had this super cool hat that says Oakland Forever on it. I really liked it. So the first organization, the first thing I want to share about is our Restoring Our Communities program. And you are undoubtedly familiar with this program. It's been around for a long time. It's dedicated to eliminating the stigma of being formerly incarcerated and reversing the effects of the mass incarceration in the school to prison pipeline. And the goal is to support students from re-entry to graduation and or to transfer. And I want to share a few great things that this program had this year. First of all, the Chancellor shared on this in one of her reports. 3 Restoring Our Community students who are currently in the Alameda County Juvenile Justice Center, currently housed there, graduated with their associate's degrees this spring. 2 of these students are transferring, one of them to CSU East Bay and one of them is going to UCLA. And they also had another student transfer to an HBCU. Also at Juvenile Hall, Rock was able to start a new class at Camp Sweeney in culinary. So we keep expanding the offerings and the types of classes that we are offering in that facility. And the culinary class is new. Rock also this year provided technical and professional assistance to 25 new students who are currently in a federal transitional home where they are technically still incarcerated and have very limited freedom and ability to move around. Rock hosted 2 clean slate clinics with the Alameda County Public Defenders team, which served 40 Peralta students to clean their records. And finally, the partnership that we have with Spark Point Oakland continues, where there's a financial coach who meets with the Rock students one-on-one to discuss budgets, savings, and credits. The program continues to expand and grow, and there are some pictures here from the graduation event that they had, and also from the Laney graduation of some Rock students. The next program I want to highlight is something that you might not have heard about before. It is an English language learners healthcare pathway grant bridge program. And this program, I've got the graphic in here. Step 1 is what happens at Laney College. And this is part of the Adult Education Consortium. Laney receives state funding to build this bridge program for English language learners who want to get careers in the healthcare industry. And so starting in 24, Laney faculty started writing curriculum, and now we are running 4 cohorts a year of approximately 28 to 35 students each, which means in this last year, we served approximately 120 students who went through this bridge course. It's an intensive program. It runs for 12 hours a week for 8 weeks, where the students learn the language norms of entry-level healthcare career, as well as the language norms for these positions. They make resumes. They learn all the different words that you need to be able to get jobs in healthcare. And the Laney Bridge programs move on to step 2 to many programs at Merritt College in phlebotomy, medical assisting, dental assisting, pharmacy tech, health and human services, and clinical training programs, and at the other sister colleges. So this program is new, and it's just really doing amazing things for students. The next slide shows a picture of alums from the first year who came back to share their experience after they were in the cohort. They left, they came back and shared them with some students this spring, since we run a bunch of different cohorts. The last program I want to highlight is also new at Laney College. We started a couple of years ago with an academic department in artificial intelligence, and there were several important things that happened this year with that program. First is we have been dedicated as the Bay Area AI Center of Excellence, and we have a facility on campus in the F building that is now being used for workshops and AI classes. And that's also in partnership with the City of Oakland. The City of Oakland has a new AI Activation Zone program. It's getting built, and we're working closely with them on that as well. The picture down on the bottom and in the middle is when a couple of months ago, we hosted 12 people from Estonia who came to learn about, there were teachers from Estonia. They came to learn about the AI program that we have and what our focus is on teaching it. And we had a lively, very fun conversation. And that professor in the middle is Tuan from Laney, who's very excited about AI. And then finally, in this department, we completed new curriculum. So we have 9 AI courses that are all coded AI, 1 math course, and 4 AI certificates of achievement, and other programs that are now built, and our students are enrolling in them and they're taking them. And we're really, really excited about it. And I wanted to make sure everybody knew. So that concludes my 3 major highlights.
Well, thank you so much, President Apsada, So I want to thank our college presidents for sharing these highlights. While we often focus on challenges before us, these presentations are a good reminder of the extraordinary work happening across our colleges every day. I want to thank our faculty, classified professionals, administrators, and students, those student employees, those ambassadors, and for another year of dedication, resilience, and achievement. Their successes belong to all of you, and I'm really grateful for the continued commitment to our students and communities. So congratulations on a wonderful year. Thank you to our president for those reports. So I'll roll right into my chancellor's report. It's very brief tonight, trustees. I wanted to make sure front and center, but I do have a couple of things I wanted to say. So first and foremost is that I want to just say I'm pleased to share some exciting news. Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you and welcome to the students. Our summer term has begun and started yesterday and after our lovely graduation ceremony. So I'm delighted to welcome our students back on campuses. I'm pleased to share some exciting news regarding federal investment in our district. On Wednesday, July 8th at 12:30 p.m., Congresswoman Lateefah Simon will visit Laney College to officially recognize the Community Project Funding Award supporting the Fab Labs at both Laney College and College of Alameda. Representative Simon's office has requested a press event and facility tour at Laney College to highlight the impact of the investment on student learning, innovation, and workforce preparation. Local media and community leaders are expected to attend. Please save the date, and we will share additional details as soon as they are finalized by the Congresswoman's office. Next, tonight, I'd like to share a moment to recognize Mark as he prepares for retirement after many years of service to Peralta. I found this group of headshots. I thought it was fun. So I have to admit this one is hard for me, trustees and community. When I sat down to write Mark's retirement card, I found myself unexpectedly emotional. And on my way to his retirement celebration, still feeling a little teary-eyed, I happened to look over and see one of our I Love Your Future ads on the side of an AC Transit bus. In the ads were our students wearing the college-specific t-shirts that Mark helped create because he believed our students should see themselves reflected in the story of Peralta. He believed they should feel pride in the colleges and in who they are. In that moment, I was reminded that Mark's legacy isn't confined to a job title or a list of accomplishments. It's woven into the fabric of the district. It's the way we tell our story. It's the pride in our students, how our students feel when they wear their college colors. It's in the relationships he built and the countless ways he's helped people feel seen, valued, and connected. Someone recently shared a phrase with me that felt exactly right. If Mark isn't your favorite colleague, he's your colleague's favorite colleague. The reason that resonates is because Mark is, above all else, a genuinely good person. He exudes kindness. He exudes love. He has a remarkable ability to care deeply about people while never seeking recognition for himself. Communications professionals often spend their careers helping others shine. They celebrate the successes of students, faculty, staff, and institutions while remaining behind the scenes themselves. Mark has done that throughout his career with extraordinary grace and humility. During some of the district's most challenging periods, he remained steady, thoughtful, and committed to the mission. He helped us navigate difficult moments, celebrate important victories, and never lose sight of why this work matters. Mark, thank you for your friendship, your counsel, your compassion, and your unwavering belief in Peralta and the people who make the district so special. You have left this place better than you found it. And while we will miss you tremendously, we are grateful for the legacy you leave behind and the example you've set for all of us. Congratulations on your retirement, and thank you for everything you've done. And trustees, that concludes my chancellor's report for this evening. Thank you.